Hello, everyone. I'm going to do this smart, and I'm going to tune everything right away. Okay, still in. I figured. A little bit flat. Okay. That's the kind of stuff that bugs me. Like, if you're going completely atonal and weird, cool, I'm in. If it's like just out of tune, then no. This is not going to register because you have to strum it. That guy's digital. Man, that oscillator, this oscillator tracks so well. See there, it's a little off through the octave. My even VCO, very similar. Look at that. Okay, so there's C4. I go down the octave. I go down another octave. Flip it up 5 octaves. Look at that. It's just nailed. So this thing is more stable than like anything that I've seen, and it's pretty fantastic. As is the chainsaw, of course, because it's digital. Should be. So, I was talking with a synth using friend of mine. The guy that I got the dope for VCOs from and such. And he's like, "Man, just give me like a sawtooth wave through a filter." And I was like, I completely understand that. I 100% understand that. You know, you can't really beat a sawtooth wave through a filter. Just can't. So I've been diving down the rabbit hole for the last couple of days. And I've been diving into the quadrax and all of its funky hidden. This thing is kind of like maths. it's a different architecture, but it's the same concept, right? It's a function generator. So, okay, yeah, it looks like, oh, it's 4 AD envelopes. It's also an LFO, 4-channel LFO. It's also ASR envelopes. It is a burst generator, which I need to try to use at some point because that would be a great tool to have. I mean, people have actually asked, how about a burst? Do you have a burst generator? And I'm like, no, but I do. It's just that I didn't notice because I didn't learn my modules good enough. So that's really kind of what this whole summer is about. If it looks weird that like I'm streaming almost every day, which I am, it's that I'm making a concerted effort to dive deep into all of these modules. And I've got some plans, some specific plans for that, like the Mankato filter. Okay. So why? It's a filter. Who cares? Yeah, but it's, if you look at the outputs, 6 decibel, 12 decibel, 18 decibel, 24 decibel. Okay. And then the reverse phase of those. And so when you turn up the resonance, it becomes an oscillator. You know, so like here, demonstration. So if we crank up the resonance, like nothing, there's nothing in there. Oh, will be help if the mixer channel was on. There it is. And it's a really nice pure sine wave. Right? And it'll actually take a sequence. I mean, if I put a thing in here, I think that's around a C. I believe it's through one of the signal inputs here. So these control inputs are normalized to volt per octave. Hey, tangible code, what's up? So, like, happy sound. Just happy. Such a nice happy sound, right? Okay, but if we go low, now it's an LFO, right? And because you have 8 outputs on this LFO that are all the same frequency, but they're out of phase, right? Theoretically, you could, number one, you could self-patch. So you could take one of them and put it into a control input, and then you would have an LFO that's going faster and slower according to its own speed, which is a little mind-blowing. So you'd have to set it on really, really slow. Which, I mean, we could try. That would be fun. Let's do that. Set it to super-duper slow. All right. And then I'm just going to take one of the other outputs, put it in there. Yeah, but you know what? The principles are the same. That's the thing. Like, once you learn basics of synth programming, it applies to everything. So, just learn. Just learn. That's all. I have no rhyme or reason to how people do stuff. I grew up on hardware. That's, call it an advantage or disadvantage. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is, right? I'm 50. So, it all started with Switched on Bach when I was taking piano lessons at age... Well, I started when I was 6, but I think my piano teacher played it for me when I was about 10, maybe. And it blew my fucking mind. Just say that. And I've wanted to play synthesizers ever since. So... Now, if I turn up the control amount, it should start cycling its own LFO time. And making some really complex shapes in the process. We changed the tempo just a little bit here, or the speed of the... So you see what's happening. Creating an envelope. Basically, this is an interference wave. So if I plug this into a different place, it should be a slightly different... See, it's a different envelope shape now. But I can plug it in over here. Like right next to it. Same 24 dB output, but it's 45 degrees out of phase. All right. So this is a deep fucking module, right? And it's a filter. So this is kind of what I mean. Like, there's so much to get into, and that's getting mildly personal. Every single year for the last multiple decades, I have spent my summer running around, essentially trying to make money. And this summer, I just said, no, I'm going to just not. And so this was the summer of saying no. And feels pretty fucking good. I'll tell you that much. Okay. So let's see here. Control global part length 8. We could do a length of 8. Yeah. All right. I'm going to build a baseline. I'm going to use the vector. This is one of my summer goals, is to learn vector better. Flat F4, go. Pitch. Now this is where we are like confronted with decision making. I just can't do it. Oh God. No, it won't break. You just bridge two outputs and it's cool. The only thing it's not really a concern, it's just a capability. Some things are what's called DC coupled. Okay. Example. There's an interface that you can get by, well, a few. There's a bunch. The one I'm thinking of specifically is the Expert Sleepers ES9 or ES8, I forget. And so it has like 16 ins and outs, and it has a USB port, right? Well, you can bridge outputs and it just won't do anything. That's the thing. It just doesn't do anything. I think let's go to the CSO for this. All right, and now what do we do with it? I'm going to be cheap, and I'm just going to use a channel of the Quadrax. It's not really cheap. It's just convenient. It's utterly convenient. Oh my God, I synchronized it the first time. Anyways, okay, so that Expert Sleepers thing, right? It is those inputs and stuff are DC coupled, which means you can send your computer CV signals. In other words, just straight voltages. If you think about it, though, audio is a voltage that's just moving up and down really fast. It's all voltages. It's all voltages. Everything here. So that channel of the interface, whatever, you could use it to use Ableton to control, be an LFO or something like that. You can use it as a recording interface, so you can take each individual output, put it in there, and it'll take the audio and so on. So it's a super, super cool module. If I really, and I'm thinking about it for the future, it would go here. I would move these guys over. I would put it like right here on the edge, and then I would just spawn outputs into my 20 input mixer here. Hello. It's a Zoom Live Track L20. And it is a 20 input USB interface. But it only does 44.1 kilohertz. Kind of a pain in the ass. But I make do. Because it was cheap compared to the getting an interface kind of solutions and stuff. All right, so let's go this guy here, and then let's do a square sub also. Should be getting some kind of sound here. Don't need that long one. We need a shorter cable. Yeah, absolutely. At the very least, 48 would be nice. So this is what we're doing today. Nice. I have an Allen and Heath mixer at home, a Z10FX, and that thing has, it's the key to my streaming success, to be honest. Like, it's the interface between my mixer, or my interface, and everything else. So everything goes into the Allen and Heath, including my interface. It's a weird daisy chain thing I've got going on, but it doesn't do internal feedback, which is awesome. Yeah, no excuse for shitty faders these days. To be honest though, my Allen and Heath is knobs, and what they say is true. Faders get shitty. Faders get shitty over time. Okay, so yeah, we need a kick. Some drums. We need to do it goddamn quick, too. Otherwise, I'm gonna freak out. Let's use Platts for kick drum. That was nice. I liked it. How should we trigger patterns? We could, yeah, I guess we'll just go 4 on the floor pattern here with the dot sequencer. The dot sequencer is this thing right here. Close up. There. That little thingy with the green lights flashing. So this is a Euclidean pattern sequencer. So you're basically like, here, 3, and it's 3 divided up over 16 parts. Alright, or 5, or whatever. And so 4 on the floor is equally divided up. But then, of course, you can change the number of steps, right? You can actually just program it like a standard sequencer also, which is kind of a cool feature. One of these is longer than the other. Okay, the pink one is longer, so you're going to the farther output here. Okay, and we're going to do see if we can make a stereo bass drum. That ain't no damn bass drum. Y'all a damn snare. There it is. Yeah, I do. The Erica Synth sample drums here. There, we might as well hit the bass, the C. See, this thing makes a damn good kick drum. That's not a C. Yes, it is. And then I also have the radio music. So the radio music is weird. It's just an audiophile player. Just throw waves on an SD card. What I have in there now is a large collection of really weird random shit. I think I should probably have some in this patch. Okay, let's figure something out here. First of all, well, no, let's keep building drums. Let's finish that up. Yeah, hi-hats. Hi-hats, we'll go trigger 2. Snare, we'll go trigger 1. So let me load some samples here. Speaking of samples, so snare, gonk, hi-hats, gonk. I like putting it there in a nice happy little cluster. All right, now let's find some samples. So this just has two banks and an SD card. Same thing. So you load it with 48 kilohertz wave files, and yeah, just plays them back. It's a really nice little module. Closed hat. I don't know if these are going to be good sounds. PR, I don't know what that is. Bunch of snares though. Let's load a few, 2. Okay, so we can listen to it. Snare. Okay, no, definitely not. That one's nice. Okay, and let's, I'm going to add a little bit of reverb to it. It's got built-in effects that are passable. Yeah. It's a little quiet. It's too quiet. Hey. Pulling the wrong cable. What are you doing? Let's run it through a VCA. Run it through a VCA. Boom. There we go. Hello. It's boosted already. Better. Still pretty quiet though, I will say. It's not... It should be cranking right now. But it tain't. Oh. Shit. I didn't even know this was there. There's an output level, and it's at 50 right now. Motherfucker. John D., what's happening? Yeah, man, but 320 MP3. It's pretty fucking good. I mean, you know. Hats time. Time for hats. It's time to get some hats now. We're gonna get some hats. We're gonna get some hats now. Closed hat. 1, 2. There's a bunch. Oh, they skipped number 3. Why did you do that? Oh, that's a good one. Hats for bats. Yes, the chat is botted. But as we all know, the sound on Twitch is better. And there's less latency. I went to the dispensary today too. Keep bats warm. I wonder how many people actually know that reference. slow triple sloths. Let's use the Ikari filter, one of my newer acquisitions that I love. Stereo filter in 8 HP with all kinds of bells and whistles. Is that gonna reach? Barely. Fucking with the wrong filter like a noob. Clouds of delay. Clouds. God, that just sounds so good. And it overdrives like a mother. Yeah, sound is definitely better on Twitch. Less lag with the chat. Naughty. Just naughty. Triple sloths, if you don't know, is a module that has 3 semi-random algorithmic, like LFOs, voltage generators. This one, it runs in a cycle. It's a strange attractor, so it's simulating a particle orbiting a gravity. Okay, and there's 2 gravities, so occasionally it like does weird dips, and it's really unpredictable and strange. So this one, the cycles are, I believe, 30 to 45 seconds. For this one, the cycles, I think, a minute and a half or 3 minutes or something like that. The middle one, inertia, is 30 to 40 minutes for a full cycle. So just like the speed of this particle, that's what's determining the voltage. So it's not really changing it very much. Oh, motherfucker, you don't reach. You mother... You turn kids with your non-reachings. Okay. I'm gonna use this guy. We're gonna bring that same modulation down here. Just a drone. It sounds like a job for Turing Machine. Turing Machine to the rescue. We gotta run at a clock. Cable choice is critical here. Really like these super slimline silicone cables. I really like them, and I need to find more of them. All right. So here, what do we do? What are we using here? Something different. Son of a bitch. Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's got to go through a quantizer noise. Channel A of the quatermain. What should we do? We should do pentatonic minor. Yeah. Output. CV. Trigger goes from the pulse out. But we're going to need to double that. And this is the most convenient way. Alright, so let's go into I can hear the bass and everything just kind of swelling slowly. It's very enjoyable. Alright, so what we need is supercritical neutron filter, and we're going to distort it, and then I think we're going to run it through the distortion also, because, you know, what's better than distortion? More distortion, obviously. At least that's what the wise men tell us. I'm going to have to pause the groove for now. It's going to take some sound sculpting here. All right. So it should be working. Jesus, too many cables in the way. Okay, why are you so sideways? Oh, I know why. It's because the gain's up. Yeah, okay. Duh. I was like, I only have one channel. What's happening? Alright, here's the thing. Okay. channel 1 of the Maestro. We're going to make a chain. Yeah, man. Good to have you. Slow there. No, wait, just get it. So I set up an every other measure thing. It's not quite what I had in mind. So it's kind of working. I think the best thing would be to put this through a VCA in stereo. So let's do that. Let's just do it like the right way. First time. I don't have to read. Oh my God. I've had my small system at home, and I've been playing with it. And it's very limited, but it is a lot of fun. Okay, now we gotta do this guy. It's a crackle. Okay, I'm going to check one thing. Nope, it's not. It's not synced. Nope. Okay, that's synchronized. But we got to move our snares. There we go. Okay, one last thing that I want to do. I'm going to put in a fill. Channel 3. You know what? I have a better idea. Let's send it... Let's send a clock to the C sequencer here. There it is. So we're going to take... Oh, see, just not trying to do here. Do this. Hopscotch that guy over to give ourselves a snare and a kick drum fill at the end of whatever. I have to time it. I think parallel, yeah. So there. So it kind of works. It's a little bit off. When did I stop the clock? I didn't. What? Okay. Got to get everything synchronized here. Nope, it didn't. It didn't. Nope, hit there either. Oh. Oh. There it is. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to hit record and turn off my microphone. All right, and I recorded that too. So I'm going to make a valiant attempt to upload that maybe tonight as a standalone kind of like track. So, anyways, but I'm going to take off. That was a lot of fun. So glad that some of you could join me. I will see you soon. Probably not tomorrow, unless I get a bug up my ass during the day, which is possible. All right, take it easy. Later.